Once upon a time there was a large woman, Big Vern, but at this time she called herself Hot Ass Biz Natch. She was so conceited that she believed another large woman, Foodie Beauty, was trying to steal her ideas and copy her. Of course, no one believed this. But one evil little man called Monty backed up Big Vern's ridiculous delusions. In return, she pledged her loyalty to him. Big Vern also farted on cakes to please sexual degenerates. That should be mentioned. Anyways, another character in this story is a beautiful lady called Buddha. She had made the mistake of befriending Monty, but then seen him for what he truly was. So she spoke out against him.
He kept asking to have access to my OnlyFans. The very first time he asked me for access to my OnlyFans, he said it straight out. You should send me the link to your OnlyFans. And I said, subscribe. And he said, no, for free. Send it to me like Hot Ass Biznatch did. Because Hot Ass Biznatch sent Monty a free link to her OnlyFans. And I said, no. I said, you have to pay for it. And he was like, But guess what? He paid for it. He went in and paid for my subscription. He called it, what did he call it? Research.
Buddha shared a lot more than that about how terrible Monty truly is. But the focus of this story is Big Vern. Because Big Vern was simply mentioned, she jumped at the opportunity to use it to both defend her master Monty and make the situation about her at the same damn time. And thus a lolcow was born.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
I am BBW Veronica, and thank you for coming. I know this is not an exciting thing to do, but it does need to be done. I know this is not an exciting Oh, crap. Hold on. To do, but it does need to be done.
Is that you?
Yep. Oh, crap. Of course it's me.
She's a newbie, guys, so go easy on her.
Yeah, go easy on her.
Yeah, please be gentle. I'm still learning. The reason that I wanted to do this is because there's just been a whole lot of ickiness in the girl world recently. And I feel like the more ickiness there is, the more ickiness there is. And there needs to be some accountability for the things that are being said, the accusations that are being made. And that is why we're here today. What I'm asking is that you guys look at this situation maybe from a different perspective, because since this whole situation started the last few days, there has been an onslaught of negative comments towards Monty, towards me, towards the girls on the panel, all of us, for things that they're literally doing themselves. Like, they're mad at us for, most of it I don't understand. Because when I watched Buddha's video, I saw something very different from what probably all of you saw. One, because I was mentioned in it. And two, because it just felt off. Like, this wasn't my story to be watching, is how I felt. Like, it didn't belong here. There is accusations being thrown all around about, who Monty is and the things that he's done. And it's out of hand. And there's multiple channels talking about it, and no one's talking to Monty.
Right.
They're talking to her, and they're not even looking at the situation properly, in my opinion. You can say I want views, you can say all that, it's fine, because that's not what this is about. This is about people's credibility being completely destroyed over personal issues. So
There is a smear campaign too for
to me, it feels like that people are just jumping on a bandwagon and not even understanding why. We're doing this on my channel because, yeah, I want the watch hours. It has nothing to do with what is, sorry, how to explain this.
And let me say this, can I say something? If we did it on Monty's channel, then we would get accused of what we're being accused of now. Being his panel members, being his stands, listening and believing everything Monty says. You know, we're here to get a story. That's what we're here for.
I understand that people want to hate me and they want to call me names and whatever. I don't even want to be a part of the girl world like this. Like, this isn't what I had planned. But when I commented on Buddha's video, just trying to clarify the part about me, I was trashed. Like, I don't understand why she felt the need to bring me up in the first place, but she did. And so we're here and we're just going to talk about it. Now, I want you to understand that I am not condoning Monty's behavior. I'm not saying he's this wonderful saint. I'm not saying he wasn't an asshole. What I'm saying is there needs to be some, I don't know, let's keep things on the same level. Like, if you're going to get mad about one thing, keep the same energy. There we go. If you're going to be mad about one thing, then you can't be mad about the other. Like, the response has been much worse, in my opinion, than what was actually
than the act
itself. Okay, so there we go. So, sorry, please just, yeah, she did bring me up, and I'm going to get to that part. I just wanted to kind of talk about everything before we fully get started, because I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I don't want you guys to think that I'm just white knighting Monty or whatever, because I have questions myself. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that we need to talk about, because I feel like the video that I watched, that, yes, I was mentioned in, felt very emotionally manipulative. And I feel like the way that it was designed was that nobody could question anything. So why is it okay for her to completely trash him, talk bad about him, but we can't say, but wait, there's more to the story? And when we do, we're horrible people. Okay, so hold on, give me a second, guys. Is the whole chat just going to be trolls? Look, people can talk all you want. It's fine. I don't care. The mods don't need to delete it. It is what it is. You're all just talking smack to talk smack. So it's okay. If it makes you feel better, do it. Okay.
Well, don't even read the chat right now.
That's why I'm just not going to pay attention to the chat right now, because I want to. I'm sorry. I'm super nervous. Like, I know I shouldn't be, but I'm super nervous. Okay. So we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to talk about the other people at first. We're going to just talk about the Buddha situation right now. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this and not screw everything all up. But so I want to just watch parts of the video. I don't want to watch the whole video, but I feel like there needs to be context to what we're talking about. We're going to talk about mistakes and stuff. Hold on. I know you guys want, do you want to apologize now, Monty, real fast so people will stop asking? Or do you feel like you need to apologize for anything in this situation?
Well, didn't I make that stream a few days ago?
Okay, so this video, like I said, made me feel a certain kind of way. And I don't know if it was intentional or not. It's not for me to decide. But please just watch these clips with an open mind. Maybe look at it through the lens of, am I being emotionally manipulated?
Right. Trigger warning also.
Yes.
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Yeah, please. Big time trigger warning. Okay, hold on one second. There needs to be some like happy back in this community, like some funny ha-has. Can we just laugh at the fat girl stuff? All this serious stuff is just killing my brain. Okay, so when she started this video, the way that she broke it up to begin with seemed very, very manipulative. And look, I'm not victim shaming at all.
When she asked you if there was anything she could do for you while you were grieving her mother, your response was to ask for nudes and a video. Can you answer that question, please?
Oh, what she hasn't told you is that she has been offering if she would offer OF to me. So there's a lot to this.
Do you have those screenshots or evidence of that?
I'll have to look through and see if I do have those.
Okay. Do you have any regrets regarding any of this? Is there anything that you would like to go back and do differently?
Just be more careful, less trust enough people.
So instead of, so what I take from that, and please just tell me if I'm wrong, is that instead of changing how you would treat her, you would just like to keep it more private. That's how I take that.
Maybe people aren't understanding that I treated Buddha extremely well. I was there for her. She would call me every day, and every day I would answer and talk to her about anything from family, productivity, etc., etc., etc.
So what do you think her motivation is for doing this then, if she felt like she was being treated very well from you?
Well, my understanding is that she felt she maybe put me on a pedestal.
Did she say that, or is that how you feel?
No, I feel at this moment that's what was happening. But the thing about that is I'm only human, and sooner or later I'm going to make a mistake. And if I make a mistake, then that's when she's going to drag me. So what I feel is that sooner or later, what was done was inevitable.
So basically, any relationship, so this was going to be the end outcome because of the type of person that Buddha is. Is that what you're saying?
I would say I can't predict the future, but it's highly likely that this outcome was always going to happen.
So why would you get involved with her in the first place if this was
I
what the outcome is?
wasn't ever involved with her. As she says, we were friends.
But you said you were flirting.
I said it was flirty, and she would flirt and I would flirt back, but we always kept it at a mature level.
Okay, so that sounds like you're trying to narrate this to sound right.
It might seem like that, but that's how it was.
Okay,
Okay,
well, I think
so-
I've answered all the questions that I've wanted to have answered. So I'm going to hand back to Veronica now.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the main thing people want to know is how deep was the relationship? Like, was there
wasn't a relationship.
the friendship?
Okay, how deep was it? That's
Yeah.
that's very, subjective, because, I could feel, we just have a simple casual friendship. She could feel, more emotionally attached. So I think that's where the problem lies.
We're not, I'm not saying that Monty wasn't an ass. And I know Monty's going to get tired of me hearing saying that, but it's just true. I'm not saying he wasn't an ass.
We're here to get both sides of the story.
I want to hear his side of the story. I want to hear his timeline. I want to put all of it together, because I'm sorry, but her video was way too open-ended.
He likes to just tell you just enough to keep you wondering, what's going on here? You know, like, what is this? This guy kind of acts like is flirting and interested, so I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna flirt back, and then he's gonna get all weird and vague, but he already has a flight booked to come visit me as a friend for my birthday.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the flight. Let's talk about what led up to the flight.
Well, we need to talk about the productivity and why he was asking her about that. Monty, why don't you tell us why?
The productivity thing is because she was in debt. That's why.
And did she ask you to help her make content to get the debt?
No, she didn't ask me to make content.
No, to help her. Like did she ask, okay, so why were you worried about the productivity then?
Because the productivity was a worry, because she was supposed to make videos and be more productive because she was in debt. So, that whole CRA thing, well, it got put into collections. So I was aware of that. So her whole first name basis of some guy from the CRA, which is the equivalent of the IRS, well, her tax arrears got put into collections. So, and then she called me and started to freak out. And she also said her pet sitting business wasn't doing well because her clients were home, hence no need for her services. So therefore she was in a situation.
Like I said, Buddha, if you'd like to come up and dispute anything we're saying,
please come on panel, because at this point we have two different.
I sent you a message on Insta, so it's your choice. You can come up and talk or not.
This is why this gets messy, because to be honest, I don't want to be talking about people's business on here because it makes me very uncomfortable. But I have to, because somebody had put what should be a private matter out in public, and now I have to defend myself, because then I have to say that she was in debt, and I don't want to reveal that, but I have to, because then to tell my side of the story.
Because everybody else, I feel like, was so focused on this productivity. That's why I asked the question. Because everybody's like saying, oh, you shouldn't have been focused on her productivity. But that's why I asked you why, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, but then
at the end
it's
of
like,
the day,
I have a feeling like no matter what, people are going to feel the way they do.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I just feel like if you want to stop talking to me, you don't want to accept the apology, all right, just leave it alone and keep it pushing. We don't got to talk to each other. You don't got to be in my channel. Let's just leave each other alone. But then if you're going to make a video like this, you're making it public. And then now I have to define myself and say exactly why I kept on talking about productivity.
It's just not fair. It's not fair and it's not right. So Anyway, I don't
Wait
care.
a second. Wait, what did you say? Exposing your CRA status is that so low? I thought I didn't expose your CRA status because what you were doing on my panel saying that you have a guy that you know by their first name and they know you on a first name basis and that you know you had tax issues. You said that publicly.
Okay.
Multiple times and multiple of my panels. So what am I exposing if you're denying that you did not get put into collections? Because you denied it earlier, but now you're saying I'm exposing you. So which one is it? Because now you've said two things. You know what? Let me screen print this because you're now saying I'm exposing you. How am I exposing you if you just said earlier in the stream that I was lying about your CRA status? When I said that was one of the factors. Anyways, let's continue. People slip up when they're angry, don't they?
And I said, no.
Oh, wait a second. Monty, you did what you did just now. Only you knew that. You know, I'm going to print screen this again. Yes, I know. Only I knew that because we were that cool and close. I knew what problems you're in. That's why I kept on talking about productivity. So there you go. Caught lying.
What are you? What are you? Her manager? Her lawyer? What is this? What kind of psychotic sound is this coming from him? How dare you? Exactly. And from somebody off the internet, no less. Come on.
Okay. So now
It does matter. It does matter if she's caught in a lie, you guys, because then her.
That's the whole reason we're here is because of the manipulation.
Oh,
Yeah.
then why don't you
Now
change
I
the
am
title?
so shocked that many of you can't see it. Seriously.
I want to know.
This was a setup. This isn't a Monty interview. This is a setup against Buddha. Wow. Wow. Hope you guys are proud of yourselves. Wow.
No, I want to know, Buddha, why did you put me in this? Simple answer. Why did you put me in this? Why did you have to throw me into it? Like, it's fucked up. I didn't even want to give him my OnlyFans. And I'm fully aware.
Hey, but this OnlyFans thing, unless you're going to add to the context that's already out there, it doesn't make sense to the rest of us. And if you're trying to air this out, this is the wrong time, wrong place. You should have done this offline, okay? It is possible for people to do stuff offline. Yikes. I don't know.
He asked you to do it free because I gave it to him free. But I didn't give it to him for free for fun. You're the one who's supposed to be seeing him, you know, having this deep friendship and that. So why?
Oh, Doe-Eyed is back.
Just for a second, because I have to go somewhere. I have to be somewhere. I'm taking time away from my friends and family for this.
Okay,
I want to know why the description of the Buddha situation and why the tiny dancer situation sounds so similar.
Oh,
from
get
Monty.
it,
They're both
Doe-Eyed.
crazy, mentally damaged women who were problematic, but he was trying to be romantically involved with both of them. I want that situation explained.
I'd like that too.
Who said they were crazy?
You.
I never used that word.
Yeah, you did.
When?
In your video, you said tiny, and you mentioned that tiny dancer was unbalanced
And
She had mental
dangerous.
health problems. She was problematic.
Doe-Eyed
You
cookie.
described her as an unbalanced person, and you did the same thing with Buddha because we know she's got mental health issues with her bipolar, and you played that
Borderline.
intentionally.
Borderline.
Let me finish. This is not your panel.
Oh, I love her.
You
I didn't like you
intentionally
before, but I like you
put that
now.
into your videos and your conversation to make them seem less credible and you more credible. And I think that is very, very unfair. And I think, Veronica, you need to take control back of this panel because he is pontificating and he's trying to take over. And I'm leaving now.
I
Please
love it.
explain,
All
Monty.
right.
Thank you, Doe-Eyed.
Let me ask you a question. Does Tiny Dancer have mental health issues? Yes or no?
That's besides the point.
If it's a yes,
Doe-Eyed cookie is
then
her
when
channel.
I say that she does have mental health issues,
That's
it's the truth.
Does DLF? Does DLF?
Buddha bitch have mental health
Does
issues?
DLF?
If it's a yes, then
Does
what was I lying about?
DLF?
Okay, so
Does
literally
Chantel?
what I'm talking about is happening right now.
Holy
in chat.
shit.
The whole purpose of this stream is to show the hypocrisy between what was originally the problem, the things about Monty, versus the reaction
Then
to
change
the video
your
and what it has
title.
been since.
Holy crap. Wow.
So I'm
this
going
is
to
not a good
continue.
look. Not a good look at all.
And he was like, but guess what?
This poor girl.
He paid for it.
I know she's
He
strong
went
enough
in
to speak up for
and
herself, but
made her
my
situation.
goodness.
But he kept asking to have access to my OnlyFans. The very first time he asked me for access to my OnlyFans, he said it straight up. You should send me the link to your OnlyFans. And I said, subscribe. And he said, no, for...
So if you guys were such good friends that he's the one person that you call after a situation, he's not a good enough friend to show your OnlyFans? Like, I'm not trying to shame anybody or say anything other than that feels really weird to me, that this person that means so much to you can't just see some OnlyFans content.
Free. Send it to me like Hot Ass Biznatch did, because Hot Ass Biznatch sent Monty a free link to her OnlyFans.
Why? Why did I do that, Buddha?
Who cares?
Really?
That's your
Like,
reasons.
the way that you said that was so manipulative.
Hey, Stephanie.
So manipulative, to the point that in all the chats that you went into watching your video, people would say,
Well, Stella,
oh, no.
come on now. I mean, it's in the same spirit as his normal Monty After Darks. Why didn't he just do it over there?
Hot ass okay? Is she a victim too? What about her? You didn't say nothing. And you could have just said, oh no, hers was an entirely different situation.
She said
You
one
knew the
statement.
situation. You knew why.
You knew the entire situation as to why I had given Monty access to my OnlyFans.
So why? Why don't you answer why you
And
gave
yet-
access to it?
You just made it look like I had two choices.
I don't know,
Say I'm
y'all.
a victim
If
too.
you say that she knows, okay, obviously it's out there, she gave a link to him. Why? Why not explain it?
Or look like this insane stan giving Monty some free porn. Like, why would I do that? It's stupid. And you basically made it so I couldn't say nothing. That people were allowed to have whatever opinions they wanted.
Because if she spoke up, she was a victim shamer.
Because I really tried to formulate my response to that. Because I'm like, I don't want people thinking I am a victim. Because I am not a victim. And
Okay. Does anybody else find this awkward? No matter what it was, fans or OnlyFans, okay? And quite frankly, as a channel holder, that's disgusting. When do people look at what it is? Okay? Doesn't matter why you gave him a link. Doesn't matter why she gave him, whatever it was. She explained that she thought there was something between them, that they were friends, just like Tiny Dancer did. Okay? What does it matter? The nature. Obviously, you want to just put her on a firing squad, and you don't want to give the information out that's already out there. What kind of an interview is this?
he did.
You're only just sitting up there protecting him. That's an obvious
I'm
thing.
an ally of his. I thought I was an ally of you as well. And then you put my name in this video.
She said
For
one
what?
thing.
To make me look like some, literally, like, to me, it felt like you gave me no choice. You
In
gave me
fact,
response on this.
What? Yeah, that's right.
Would tell me how cool you were, and how much you looked up to her, you.
I literally, like you.
Then why
I keep
couldn't
telling
they
you,
have a private discussion, the two of them? Okay? obviously Buddha feels that this is, you know, something she wouldn't have been listened about, obviously.
Like I said, like, I know I sound like a broken record. I appreciated what you did for me. The information you gave me changed everything. I have so many, like, oh, it's just stupid. I don't want to talk about that, but it really makes me angry that you, someone who I looked up to, someone who I felt connected to, would throw me into this bullshit. This is a fight between you and Monty. It had nothing to do with me, but somehow you chose to make it part of, you know, there we go. The cult. Why is it a cult?
Sam.
Like,
oh
seriously. Explain to me why you put my name in your video. I'm asking. Why did you put my name in the video?
That's Veronica
why
right
did you
now.
say it like that?
Because it looks better for her.
Why do you keep
That's why.
answering Sarah Jane? My goodness.
You see nothing wrong with what you did, and that's the problem.
I wish that she would be able to get up there and speak out, but obviously that's not going to happen.
With her bringing me up and putting me in this position, I should have never been involved in this. This is your relationship. So why are you doing this? I gave him a free link and I gave you a free link.
Just remember, everybody, who you're defending, because just remember that in the future.
Oh my
That's all
Lord.
Hold on.
I don't know. No idea.
I will say time will tell, but I also say this is the exact reason why you keep private disputes private and don't bring it on the internet.
Are you serious, sir?
This could have been easily, resolved. If she was like, hey, I do not want to talk to you anymore, I would not have messaged her ever again, and everything would be fine. Like, we are adults. Let's be adults and not put private stuff on the internet.
I'm sorry. There's somebody asking if you asked to see Veronica. No. Veronica asked Monty to look at her OnlyFans.
I asked him. If I just assume everyone knows. I contacted Monty. Okay? It was me, because I had a situation with Foodie that was ridiculous and stupid. And if you want to know all about that stupid fucking situation, there is 2 videos on my channel. Feel free to go watch. Seriously.
So, trigger warning, I'm Veronica.
He asked me for access to my OnlyFans. He said it straight up. You should send me the link to your OnlyFans. And I said, subscribe. And he said, no, for free. Send it to me like Hot Ass Biznatch did. Because Hot Ass Biznatch said to Monty, a free link to her OnlyFans.
Okay, I just gotta say this the way that you said that was so manipulative. Basically, I had 2 choices. Say I was a victim too, or look like this insane stand giving some free porn. Like, why would I do that? Everywhere I go, they all ask, is Hot Ass okay? Is she a victim too? What about her? And you didn't say anything. It's stupid, you basically made it so that I couldn't say nothing. They wanted. I'm Veronica, I fought it on case. I don't owe anyone an apology. It's just not fair. It's not fair, it's not right. I'm Veronica. It really makes me angry that you, someone I looked up to, who I felt connected to, would throw me into this bullshit. I have a real problem with her bringing me up and putting me in this position. I'm trying to express how I see it. I know how you guys already see it. You already have your opinion. I'm just trying to show you mine. A lot of people use sex, masturbation, and porn for emotional release. It's a way to cope with stress. It's a way to deal with life sometimes. Guys going through a divorce, they come see me. Guys' parents just passed, they come see me. Everywhere I go, they all ask, is hot ass okay? Is she a victim too? What about her? And you didn't say anything. It's stupid, you basically made it so that I couldn't say nothing. But people were allowed to have whatever opinions they wanted. I'm Veronica, I farted on case. I don't owe anyone an apology. It's just not fair. It's not fair, it's not right. I'm Veronica, BW Veronica. Okay, I just gotta say this the way that you said that was so manipulative. Basically, I had two choices: say I was a victim too, or look like this insane sin, giving some free porn. Like, why would I do that? Everywhere I go, they all ask, is
Hot ass okay? Is she a victim too? What about her?
You didn't say anything. It's stupid, you basically made it so that I couldn't say nothing. But people were allowed to have whatever opinions they wanted. I'm Veronica, I farted on case. I don't owe anyone an apology. It's just not fair. It's not fair, it's not right. I'm Veronica. BW Veronica. BW Veronica.
Like, why would I do that?